Welcome to NCAA Softball Regionals presented by Capital One. McWhorter Stadium absolutely jammed as their number 11 Clemson Tigers take on South Carolina Upstate, the tournament champions out of the Big South. What a beautiful day for softball it is as we have our second and final game of the afternoon already. Real fan favorite, both of them were. Ready to go, Basinger deals to Thomas, and the first pitch is grounded to third. Alex Brown scoops and collects, throws over to first in time. You look up and down this roster, it's got Big South leaders on it. Jam to third, and Brown collects on the run. Responsible for both outs so far here for Reese Basinger. Line up just a little bit. Kardatsky unloads into left field, but it's right at Kylie Johnson. And the postseason hero for the Tigers has it for out number 3. And the Spartans go down in just a little over an hour from Clemson. You know, it is great as Brown walks to lead off this first inning. When you get to the regionals, she is hitting .420 on the season. This time the runner's on the move to second, one and first, double play. Even with Brown going, it was hit so hard by Moore. Polk, Simerson to Shaw. Polk and Simerson, an excellent double play combination as we just witnessed. And there's a backhand stab by Shaw to touch up and get Noller. So because of the double play, both pitchers. That means that probably we have a lot in store for us, either the rest of today or tomorrow. Carson Shaw, the cleanup hitter, sawed off, and there is Basinger fielding her position for out number 1.
Sitting by so fast.
It really did.
Trying to keep up with the game.
Well, she leads the Big South with 58 RBIs and steps up down the third baseline. Collins, fantastic freshman, takes such an incredible job. Now in the second straight NCAA regional for the program. That's mashed out to center field, drops in. Abby Polk has a 2-out base hit, first one of the game.
Mindset, hitting gap to gap and just swinging with power, swinging with attention.
That is exactly what Abigail Pippin does on the first pitch. Back-to-back hits now off of Basinger. Spartans that are threatening here with 2 outs in the second. Off the end of the bat, there is Collins on the run. Can't make the play in time. Not an easy one because Abby stretch with a couple of RBIs and a couple of doubles. The base is full of Spartans. Got her on 2-2. It would be a little bit better for her coming in and playing at Clemson as she rips it off of the glove of Polk and into left field. Showing he had an arm injury after that. It's been little things throughout her career. Gets the bunt down. Manis to first. Just got her. Good stretch there by Shaw as well.
Incredible
tournament. Marion inside outs it to left. Cintron getting the go-ahead, and she will score without a throw. Couple of freshmen producing the first run of the postseason for Clemson.
Postseason regional at bats. Macy Cintron gets on, then it's another freshman. Marion Collins hitting a gap to score the first run for Clemson.
85 at bats. She's been struck out. And not here either as she floats it. No play for Collins. And for the first time, the Spartans have the leadoff on.
They're just showing us how scrappy of a team. We've got a couple more games to find out.
1-2 is ripped into the gap in right center field. Thomas around second. She'll get the go-ahead from third and scores in front of Addie Moore's throw. Tied up on the RBI double off the bat of deal.
Upstate is wasting no time. Remind you, Basinger is the ACC pitcher of the year. Deal finds a gap into right center, and so much speed from Thomas going from first to score easily. Upstate's
team.
speed doesn't slump, and they're so good at small ball and getting runners on.
Nubbed off of the end of the bat. No one's covering first. And Kardatsky is safe. On first base with the infield single. And the 2-2 is sky high. Left field. Does the park hold it? It does. Johnson makes the catch in front of the track, but it's a sac fly off the bat of Shaw, and USC Upstate takes the lead.
Bats getting runners on, and then the situational hitting with Carson Shaw with a sacrifice fly to left field. I mean, she just missed this pitch, just under it.
Cut and a miss, runner on the move, throw to second is offline. It was on the third base side of the bag, and nothing Collins could do as Kardatsky swipes second base. So
8 pitches she's seen so far.
And earns the walk. You cannot say enough.
And you see the percentage of pitches she throws. She's going to go in the upper 60s, but she's going to locate.
Moore hesitated, no play. Kardatsky dives into third, everyone's safe. This is to third. Brown comes home for one, the only play she had. So they get the lead runner. One-two to Collins. Clemson's out of it. 2-1. Out and hitting the grand slam that ended up beating Virginia in the quarterfinal. It was really incredible because it's the young nucleus of this team that's been powering them forward.
Manis right there getting.
Then a couple of hits in the second. One of them an RBI single by Marion Collins, though. Got her on the payoff. Manis is on today. And Brown takes ball 4. Second time she's gotten on with a free pass tonight.
And that one did not miss by much. Knows that's not coming.
Not going either as Moore loops it into the gap in left center field. It'll go all the way to the wall. Go ahead, given to Alex Brown. She's in without a throw. We're tied.
To pick up this team, you're going to look for Maddie Moore. She gets all of this pitch, stays down and through it, hits the gap in left center field. The speed of Alex Brown scoring from first base, and then the reaction from Maddie Moore at second base, looking to her teammates.
Break out in Lake Tahoe, didn't touch a softball. It was a full body reset for her. 1-2's on the outside corner, and Manis gets out of it. But back and forth we go between a couple of.
To this point in the season that gets their name called on Selection Sunday has a chance.
1-2 ripped into right. So Simerson turns the lineup back over the number.
When they lost to Clemson last year in Tuscaloosa to end their season, they weren't happy. They weren't just happy to be in regionals. They were ready for some revenge.
McCubbin to second, on to first in time. 1-6-3. They call her safe at first, though. That is.
Oh, and they took it personally, too.
2-1 popped up. Shallow left field. Long run for Johnson. She got it. Just a little bit tardy on the throw back as Thomas dives into first. Covering a lot of ground out there, the freshman.
The energy, just electric.
1-0 to Kardatsky, floated over third into left field. Thomas stays put at second base. Kardatsky now 2 for 3. 0-1 bouncer to third. And there's Brown to touch up and take us out of the top of the 4th inning as McCubbin holds the Spartans off the board. Internationally representing them this summer at the World Games. And the payoff is floated right field. Thomas under, and there's one away. That's a big first out with Vieira and 6. including a run to the ACC championship. So just the second time that Sierra Manis has given up the base on balls. First since the Kentucky Wildcats into the first elimination game. The winner of this one takes on Northwestern. In the gap on the left side and through. A little bit of a bobble out there by Johnson, though no advance from Vieira. 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Pipkins. Right back to Manis. They'll go to third and get the lead runner.
I thought we were going to get another double play there.
Strike away here in the 4th. High drive to left. This is a light tower shot, and it's out of here. 3-run homer, Kylie Johnson continuing her terrific postseason. 5-2 Tigers.
See, Johnson here goes down and in on this pitch. Not an easy pitch to hit, and you said it. It went sky high, but it had the distance. Johnson gave it a look, but that's a 3-run.
Doubter if you hit it hard enough exit velo. 3-2 nubbed right back to the mound, and Manis got her just in time to get Brock and Bro. For Clemson, an inning ago. 2-1 right back to McCubbin. She's really stabilized Clemson since coming in for Basinger. In the
leader on this team.
That little liner's over to second and nabbed by Moore off the end of the bat of Polk.
We were talking to the team and they were mentioning waiting for her time, for her name to be called. It was the ultimate teammate. And boy, has that persistence paid off for Brooke McCubbin. They would not be in the position they're in without Reese Basinger, but also especially rare to find in a pitcher.
0-2 muscled to left and off the glove of Johnson. I thought she would provide some spectacular heroics in the outfield as for the ACC pitcher of the year before she was taken out. 1-0 bounced up the middle. There's Moore, and she'll get it at second. Fielder's choice as Moore shows off the leather on the flip to Collins.
Weapon that Coach Hawkins can bring in.
Bunted in front of the circle, no play. Alex Brown using that speed. She reaches for the 3rd time in as many trips to the plate.
In her senior campaign.
1-2 bouncer right back to Dreher. They'll go to second, just not in time to double up Moore. That would have been her second.
Capping some potential big innings for Clemson as Maddie Moore takes off and swipes second base.
Well, Moore already holds the program record for really the best day, I think, of the season. Yeah. There's no day like it.
It's bittersweet.
It is.
It is a very bittersweet day when careers and seasons end, but then...
And the payoff is popped up, went outside the zone. Tough play in center, nobody makes it, and everybody's safe. They're gonna go home, try to get the runner, not in time. Maddie Moore scores all the way from second.
Maddie Moore is just electrifying. Simerson going back, losing her footing. Maddie Moore is standing on second base in case they catch the ball. But she never even looks at Coach Rittman, never hesitates rounding third base. That ball wasn't 10 feet into the grass, and she was looking at home.
Getting out of that, they would have gotten a force there. Instead, nothing. Abby Vieira rips it to right. It's down for a base hit. Ariel around third. She'll score. And Clemson coming alive here at home in the 5th.
For this young team to really settle in, but here the veteran Abby Vieira goes down and gets this pitch. First pitch of the at-bat, wasting no time. It was a great job by Thomas in right field to cut it off, but again, aggressive base running, no hesitation. And credit Clemson for shutting down any opportunities with runners on and then responding in a big way.
That is tagged out to right center field off the base of the wall. One run easily scores. Vieira's going to cross the plate as well. Tigers have woken up here in the fifth. They plate 4.
The lineup squaring up balls, hitting grabs, and right here, Collins just missing a home run. This ball lands at the foot of the wall.
Taylor Pipkins to left center field. It's down in front of Johnson, and Clemson walks it off here in the fifth. Ball game. The Tigers stun the Spartans. 9 unanswered runs.
Either one.
So we'll come back and wrap this all up. That escalated quickly and really got out of hand.